Hello and welcome. Today we're going to have a look at our new Bitcoin opportunity. So as you guys know, in the last streams we've made a market analysis dashboard, and what we found out is that on BTCSD we're planning to go long in October. So today is the last day of September, and I would like to quickly show you the analysis for the current week. Uh, so here is our market analysis dashboard that you can find in our GitHub repo. And as you can see, Bitcoin has been, trending up in October for the past 10 years. And I believe that today is a good opportunity to go into a long position. So here is a quick, a quick display of our long BTC USD trade. So today we went long 0.1 contracts on Bitcoin with the broker Tickmill. And here you can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at 63.3. So the current plan is that we're going to hold that trade for about a month, and potentially, if the trade is going well, we can also, consider only partially closing a position and holding the entire trade for 3 months until the end of December, as we see that there was some profitable tendency in November and December. So as you can see below in my dashboard, you can see the P&L and the MTD profit updating for this month, and we'll see how it goes. So let's proceed to our second topic. And as you can see from the title, I have published an open source, GitHub repository that you can also find on PyPi, and it is our ATJ trading package that we have here, which comes with our backtester, MT5 trade utilities, and our trading bot class, which I'm currently working on. And maybe what I can do is maybe quickly showcase what it looks like on PyPi and what it looks like, on our GitHub repo. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you, where you can find all the details. So I'm going to share it in the chat in a second. So one moment, I'm just going to open my Google Chrome here. And what we can do is if we go to PyPi ATJ Algo Trading, actually this is not it. This is our ATJ Algo Trading package, and the most recent update is the version 007. It is current development, but I just quickly want to show you what it can do, and you can start using the package by using pip install ATJ Algo Trading. So when we go to our repository here, right? So this is ATJ Algo Trading edu, which you can also find on our GitHub page. I'm going to share it in our live chat. So here, if you go to my website and click on this link here, you will find all the code to my repository. And I'm also going to share, my PyPi project. So what do we do? So to work with our new package, let us create a new folder for today's stream. So here we have stream 2024-09, and today is the 30th day of the month. And Mike commented, why don't codename kill 5? Well, I prefer Python. I grew up with it. It's easier for me, and I think Python's more versatile. But thanks for a question. So for this stream, again, we wanted to have a quick, showcase of our algo trading library. So I will write example ATJ algo trading lib. And as mentioned, what we can do is just go to terminal, and here if you type pip install ATJ algo trading, you will find the package installed now. So how does this package work, first of all? So if we go to this page here, right? And I also have to prepare documentation, and this will be done I hopefully today and or over the next few days. You can just quickly check this GitHub page, and you will find all the files that are relevant for this, right? So if we go to the SRC folder, go to Algo Trading, and here you can find the backtesters I've made in the initial GitHub repo, right? I have the backtester here. We have also our MT5 trade utils, which contain MT5 trade functions to write our trading bots. So basically, I've just copied this folder that you see here to this GitHub repository, and you could use it, for your own trading, backtesting, and whatever you need. So instead of importing from ATJ Trading Backtester, right? Theoretically, we can delete, this, folder right here, because now what we can do is from ATJ Trading, actually Algo Trading, right? Import backtester, right? So instead of importing from this folder, we are importing that folder from our PyPi package, and it essentially works the same. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a sample backtest, maybe on the Bitcoin trade, because now we are long Bitcoin, so we can actually check the backtest on Bitcoin again using this new ATJ trading package. So from ATJ Algo Trading, import backtester, and what other things do we have from there, right? So this is a reason why we need the documentation, because now we don't know. Initially, we could just check from this folder what we can do, but now we just have to do it, from our head. And it's actually from ATJ Trading, Algo Trading backtester import. So we are going to import our backtester class and get OHLC history. So what I'd like to actually do is we can just quickly copy an analysis, from previous month. So if you look at this, Bitcoin analysis here, where I'm showing, the historic backtest of going long Bitcoin in October, we can copy, this file, and I'm just going to copy some some cells that are going to be used. So it's basically works the same. And we're all, of course, going to have to import MetaTrader 5 as MT5. All right. So MT5 is imported, and here we have our cell with with BTCSD. So now we need to import datetime. So from datetime import datetime, and we also need to import time delta. So now that this has been imported, so as you can see, our package is working. We've imported the get OHLC history function, and what this function does is it retrieves the OHLC data. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to run a quick backtest, right? So this backtest, what it is doing is it will simulate trades, such as the one that I've opened now over past 10 years. So what it's going to do is it will simply buy BTCSD in October and sell it the next the next month. So here we have our sample backtester here. So so what we have here, we have the daily data. Here we are using strategy logic. So here we're assuming that we're investing 10,000 USD worth of BTCSD every time we buy, and we are buying the first day in October, and we want to make sure that no trades are open. So at any point in time, we only have one trade open. Then if the month is November, we want to close the trades, right? And we also want to make sure that if the trade is open, otherwise, there is no reason to check this condition. So run this, and here we are setting the initial parameters for our backtest. So our starting capital is 10,000. We are trading in USD currency. Exchange rate is 1. This is relevant to the symbol that we're trading. The commission is set to minus 20 US dollars per Bitcoin. And here we are just setting the starting parameters for our backtest. So let's run this. And now we see that the key error month, what's going on is that the column month is not available in the initial data frame that we've passed here. So what is actually important is we have to compute the month column. So LHSCDF.month, so column month is equal to OHLCDF time, and we need to compute the month column, and we will do it like this. So we're just using dt.month. All right, so here we have the simulated trades, right? So here we see, the Bitcoin trades that we've opened. And the next thing we want to do is we just want to visualize the chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot the P&L chart, which we do by calling bt.plot P&L. And we see the result of the trade here. So actually I didn't have to import this at all. And also, if we look at our market analysis, right, we also considered closing the trade in January, so we'd be holding for 3 months. So let's see how that would perform. So in our strategy logic, what we can also do is, for example, if the month is January, only then we close the trade and we try to run the app again. And as we can see, holding it for 3 months is actually more profitable, because in January, holding for 3 months, it would have generated 50,000 US dollars profit. But if we only hold it for 1 month, so again, we close it in November, it would only generate about something above 15,000 US dollars. So we might still consider, right, holding for long periods, but it will definitely be at least 1 month having a long position on BTCUSD. Just for a moment, I'll be right back. All right, thank you for your patience. I just needed a very quick break. So yeah, so now we're back. So this is a very simple example how to use the Algo training lib, and you can expect some documentation. So guys, if you're a bit more experienced in coding, feel free to help me out with this project. I'm willing to provide you guys with all the necessary backtesting tools integrated into MetaTrader 5 and also coding training bots. So this was a quick example how to use the backtester class, and as I said, it will come with some documentation. Next thing that we can have a look at is MT5 trade utils, right? So here, for example, what you can find is a function that is able to send a market order through MetaTrader 5, close positions, and it also comes with modify stop loss take profit or getting some trade data from the platform. And here I'm working on a trading bot class. Here I see that I haven't committed the changes yet, but it will also be coming soon. So I'm going to provide the GitHub repository here as well. And as I said, this is going to be open sourced. I'm going to work on this project, and I'll be very happy to get some feedback from you guys, and to help you with making life easier, starting making your own trading bots. All right, so I guess first thing what we should do is maybe update the README file. So here we have our clone repo, and we're going to also update our requirements.txt file, because now with the new version we are going to remove this ATJ trading folder, and we need to update all our past streams, right? Because in the past streams we are using the old functions, the packages, I mean. So here we're import ATJ trading, but here we need to import from ATJ Algo trading, right? Because this is the new package. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to provide a quick commit. So if we type pip freeze, right? So now we want to update the requirements.txt. We see all the packages that are installed, in our requirements.txt file. And so if we type pip freeze, and then we output, that to requirements.txt, what it does is it will update our requirements.txt file, and then I can commit the changes here. And I believe that, yeah, I have a typo, so we have to type pip freeze. And now our requirements file has been updated. So next thing what I'm going to do is, so this is going to be actually pretty dangerous, but I'm just going to delete the ATJ trading folder. And if anything, I can just revert any commits, right? So this is a little bit of a bigger change. So all of you guys who actually have this GitHub repository installed, make sure to update the GitHub repo, because now this package is not available anymore. So, or actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it here, right? Because it's our legacy. Hi, Vinicius. Good morning. Nice to have you here on the stream. Great to have you here. I'm going to update the past streams, and I'm going to check whether the backtest and the training bots I've coded are compatible with the new package, right? So, or maybe what I believe what I should do, because I don't want the past streams, and I don't want the past videos that I've made now be confusing to the people who download the project. So maybe we can put it something like in a legacy project or something. So so I think the best thing I should do is I should rename this package. I could call it ATJ Trading, and then we just call it Legacy, right? So those of you who still want to review those files and see them in the repository, they'll find our Legacy. So I'm going to refactor that, and I'm going to move it to projects, right? So now this package here is no longer important, and what it will do is the past old streams, those need to refactor. So hopefully PyCharm will do the job for me. So if we look at some old notebooks like the backtest, I believe that, yeah, now we have a problem, and we'll need to update the imports here. So let's just do it one by one. So here I see that it is actually refactored, right? So it actually does a good job with the Python files, but it doesn't update our Jupyter notebook files. So I will have to go through all, Jupyter notebooks, because here we see, projects.atj trading, ATJ trading legacy is still works. So I'm going through all the notebooks as a result. Oh, actually, here we also see it's been refactored, so it's working. So I will just copy this part here. So it worked sometimes, but not always. So I will simply need to update it where it hasn't been updated. Okay, here, let's check this one. And then we have train strategy here. Okay. So it might take some time. So thank you for your patience, guys. And yeah, eventually it will be done. And for new people, there should be no confusion, but everyone who's watching, this might be a little bit confusing for you. So yeah, I'll definitely write an update later about the major changes. All right, and so we're almost done. Vinicius, I will share with you my live trade that's stating to be profitable, and you can look onto it. Sure. You can send a screenshot. We can have a look at it. I'm quite interested. All right, so here we see that it has been updated correctly. So this is kind of weird, right? PyCharm is able to correct it sometimes, but sometimes not. So I'm a bit confused. Regardless, now it is working. Okay, so everything is good now. And next thing we're going to update is the README file. And what the README requires is, a quick update for you guys about, the new package. So I'm going to provide some quick information. So this Github repo utilizes ATJ Traders Algo trading lib. For the documentation, please check out, and here we are going to provide the link to our new package, which is this one. So GitHub ATJ Algo Trading Lib. Okay. So here we have updated the documentation, and I believe that maybe I should make like an introductory video how to work with it. But for now, I think this should be looking fine. Let's just have a look at how it looks there from the markdown perspective. So here we have the clone repo, ATJ Algo Trading. Oh, I need to fix this typo. And I think everything looks good now. So I'm going to commit the changes. So Algo Trading lib refactor. So let's update all the files that have been updated due to this change. And now we're pushing that. All right, reinforcement learning. So that sounds very interesting. I myself don't have much experience with that, but maybe you can tell us more about it. Apologies, guys. Today I woke up a bit early, so I'm a bit tired, but I still wanted to stream today. So thank you everyone who decided to come today. I'm checking now. Yeah, our trades are not going well, but of course it's just day one, and hopefully we'll see some profitable curves, by the end of the month. Of course, if a BTCSD decides to drop, I'm considering to, buy at some lower price levels. So maybe in the first week of October, if Bitcoin, for example, drops down to, let's say, the 55 thousand level, I might consider adding in an entry on BTCSD. So this is maybe one extra thing that I'm considering to do, and we'll see. So this is one of our bigger trades, right? So potentially, if you look at the Bitcoin volatility or the ranges, right? So maybe if we check the monthly candles, right? So currently Bitcoin is now ranging about 14 to 15,000 US dollars every month. So potentially we can make like 1,000, 1,500 US dollars on this trade, especially if we break out of this range, right? We might see some potential rally, and yeah, so I'm very excited to see the results, and yeah, we'll keep you updated. Okay, so now the README file has been updated, and now I'm thinking what else we could do. Actually, as you said, we could be also, you know, we should also work on the documentation here. So yeah, let's just do that. So today is a bit more, a chill day. I wouldn't call it boring, but we're just doing some administrative bureaucracy. Um, so you guys actually are not confused, what I'm doing. Okay, so now what we will do is I'm going to check, the new repository. So basically, the new library or the new package that you can install with pip install ATJ Algo Trading can be found in this project here. One moment, I don't want to open it I want to open a new window. So here we go to our GitHub page, we clone that, and yeah, this directory already exists. So I just need to open it, and I think it might be in PyCharm projects. 1 second. ATJ Algo Train Lib. Okay, it is installed there, and actually, I will just do it in the ATJ string folder here. Right. Actually, sorry about that. So we just go to PyCharm projects again, and here it is. Okay, all right. So let's open a new window, and here we have our project on PyPi. So let's focus on the README file, and I will also provide some sample code here. So here we have the src, and then I think we will create a tutorial folder. In this tutorial folder, I'm going to show you, how to work with this package. So here, what I'm going to do is create another directory. So here we will do algo trading MT5, which will have some algo trading bots on MT5. Then we will do some backtesting. And I think that should be enough. So here in this README file, let's edit it. So this is our ATJ Traders Algo Trading Lib. This is ATJ Traders Algo Trading package. This is ATJ Traders Algo Trading package Python. It allows you connects to the MetaTrader 5 platform. Classes and functions to make backtesting and coding of training. So we will now here proceed with the documentation. First, for the installation, we do pip install ATJ Algo Trading. And for documentation, actually, so let's see how it looks now. Pip install ATJ Algo Trading. Quick start. I think quick start sounds better. So please follow this link to access Okay, I think this is a good start. So what we have here is a quick introduction, some quick installation guide, a backtesting tutorial, and trading bot development tutorial. So please follow this link to access tutorials on trading bot development. All right. So now I believe that this is fine as a start. And now in the tutorial folder, we are going to provide some quick sample files on trading bot development. So maybe I'm just going to rename this file. Rename trading bot development. Or just trading bot actually. Okay. So what I can do is I can just quickly use some historical backtests that I've made in the past. So for example, for today's stream, what we can do is we can just copy, we can create a sample backtest. So I'm going to do a sample backtest. And I'm thinking, yeah, maybe the Bitcoin trade is a bit too easy. Let's copy a sample backtest, maybe from my past streams where I'm using some technical indicators. So I think, yeah, here we have Bollinger backtest. We're using Bollinger Bands. And here I can create a sample backtest. So here in the sample backtest, what we have here is, some historical backtest on USD JPY. And here I just have to import the current backtester. So it's ATJ trading, ATJ Algo trading dot backtester. And I believe that I have not set up the virtual environment here and also not installed any of the packages. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly modify the settings in my PyCharm. And here I'm just going to set up the interpreter or the virtual environment for my project. So here I'm going to create a new virtual environment. But actually, theoretically, I could also use some virtual environment. Let's just create a new one. I think it should be a problem. So here I'm creating my virtual environment, and here we can just install the necessary, libraries for the virtual environment. Also, I believe that, yeah, what this PyPi package needs is to check the pyproject.toml file, right? This is where I'm actually specifying, the requirement for a PyPi package. And I think I forgot to add, required packages. So first, what I'm going to do is we can just quickly go through our files and see what we are using. So here we're using pandas, Metro5, Plotly, IPython display. We're not using pill here, so actually we can remove that. So the less we have to install, the better. Okay, and now we can start with the installation. So when we go to our command prompt, we can just install everything we need. So pip install pandas. Then we're going to install MetaTrader 5, Plotly, iPad display, and of course our own algo trading lib. Okay, pandas is installed. Okay, I believe Plotly has been installed as well. No, of course, not yet. Alright guys, be right back. I'm just going for a quick toilet break, so 1 second please. All right, so now I'm back. Thanks for waiting. So let's proceed with the installation of our packages we need. So from IPython pip install, I think it's IPython. Actually, yeah, it's not it's a package that's come with Jupyter. So pip install Jupyter. Of course, because we're using Jupyter Notebook, so this is something that we will also need. And then we can check online, how we can add these requirements, as required installations for our package. Okay, so here from ATJ, so now it's called Algo Trading. We're updating some old files here. Oh, I believe that this file is not necessary in our backtest simulator. And because we have a sample backtest already down here, I think we can just delete those two files. They're not necessary in our project now. Okay. Now we need to install method verify, which I believe should be installed already, but just to make sure, I'm going to install it again. Okay, so this has been installed. And now we need to install our own algo trading package. So actually this sample file, yeah, we can actually install it. Pip install ATJ algo trading. So let's see what requirements we have here. And basically, yeah, this is all that's required. So I'm going to use pip freeze r requirements.txt. Oh, actually, no, we don't need the r here. So I'm just going to create a requirements.txt file, which is specifying which libraries I'm going to use for my project. And now it should be done, right? So here, these are the all necessary packages required to run my project. So I'm going to add that to my, add that to Git. And now we just have to update the PyProject.toml file where we, need to add the required packages. So so let's just quickly check documentation and see how we can do that. So here we have to specify the dependencies, right? So here I think I can copy that and add it to the dependencies. So here are dependencies. And now the question is, how do we convert that to this file to the dependencies? So I believe what we should do is maybe convert requirements.txt to PyPi dependencies. Not sure if this is the correct one. Maybe I should call it pyproject.toml. All right, maybe I should just read the dependency specifiers. Or maybe I could make the things easier. So we have pandas, nt5, plotly. So actually it shouldn't be that difficult. Pandas, Metre5, plotly, and I believe Jupyter is almost optional, but yeah, we should include Jupyter because it has some visualization components. So I can just provide this dependency. So Metre5 is one of those. So this is the dependency Metre5. Another dependency is pandas, of course. And then we will need plotly. And then we will need Jupyter. All right, so let's check everything quickly to make sure that everything is working. Yeah, I think we can leave it as is. So here I'm going to add a quick commit, so documentation, and so I'm going to update that. Okay, let's see how our trade is doing now. Well, not much change, minus $25 US. All right, so I'm going to update the package in the evening. So we'll try to make like a version 8. And yeah, let's continue with the documentation. So here we have our sample backtest. So hopefully if we run this, it should be working. And now it seems that we have an issue here. Okay, it seems that we have some issue with NumPy. All right, so I believe that we have to downgrade NumPy here. So I think for NumPy we will need this version here, version 1 point. So I'm quickly going to change NumPy to 1 point and install requirements again. So pip install our requirements.txt. So now we're uninstalling NumPy 2.1 and installing NumPy 1 point. Okay, access has been denied with the permissions. So yeah, that is very unfortunate because I believe that it should be working. So NumPy 2.1 has been uninstalled successfully. Let me try to do like this: pip install NumPy 1.264. So we're satisfied. So hopefully if we run this backtest again, maybe it could work now that we have a new version of NumPy. And it looks like it's working. All right, so this seems to be working now. So this is actually great. And regarding NumPy issue, I believe that we should also specify the version of NumPy in our pyproject.toml file. Otherwise, what could happen is that no, we might run into some issue with the version. All right. So let's commit that again. pyproject.toml update, commit and push. This is great. All right. All right. So what we can do now is we can try to, see what it looks like now in our Git repository, right? So it doesn't look that nice yet. Maybe I'll add some pictures, provide some more tutorials, but let's also include our training bot that's missing. So we also want to create like a tutorial sample training bot in our training bot folder. So I can just go to one of my past streams and copy a training bot. So I think I have a Bollinger bot here. So I'm going to copy that into this folder here. So here I will use sample bollingerbot.py, and here I'm going to add that to Git. And what we have to change here is we have to just replace this with ATJ Algo Trading. And here we have some configs where we have the login credentials to MetaTrader 5. This is of course missing, but I can create like a sample config file. So we create a Python file with a config, and as you see, this file contains a dictionary with login, password, and server. So MT5 credentials is equal to is login, password, and server. Okay, so here we are committing the sample trading bot. And now, yeah, this seems to be great. All right, so here we have the initial, tutorials and documentation for the ATJ Algo Trading library that you can install. And yeah, we'll be working on that, and then we'll improve it. So now it's been committed. I'm going to upload changes in the evening, just to make sure that everything is correct. And yeah, so we are done regarding that. And let's see what we can do now. All right, guys, so maybe some interesting update for all of you who are still watching. So as you know, I have coded some trading applications for the past few weeks, and I wanted to make a collection of all trading applications where you can access them yourself. So if you remember, we have a market analysis dashboard, a Monte Carlo simulator. What we're going to have is also a spread comparator where we will extract the spreads from multiple brokers and then display them on a chart. Our MT5 account evaluator that has been published is also here, right? So here you can see, sample analysis of your MetaTrader 5 history statement. So if you just drag and drop some of your MT5 history here, you will find that here as well. And then here you will find a link to my GitHub repository. So, so everything is on a single page. So this is currently in development. So what you can expect in future streams is that I'm going to share how I'm going to code this app, in front of you, and also, have some of my own developers who are working in the background. So, this is a new project that we'll be working on. So feel free to check it out. And yeah, so I'm also excited about that. All right, so I guess so for today. I believe that this is everything that I wanted to present to you guys today, and I'll come with some new updates, in the future. So, for my next stream, I believe that I'll provide an update on Bitcoin. I will keep looking for some new strategies that I'm going to present and share with you. In the meantime, I'll be working on the documentation course that I was promising, and also I'm going to provide some update, on Trading Labs, where you will, see all of the applications I've coded in one place. So I think that will provide some extra value for you guys. So thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys.